Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Deaf Woke. I am so excited and thrilled for today's show. This week has been so incredibly busy. I feel like the world is shifting. The energy is shifting. So many different directions. I feel like a lot of you are feeling the same thing going on. I'm wondering what's going on within our world today. However, don't worry. Let's just stop a moment to take a breath, to be calm for a moment, and just breathe. Breathe in and out. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouths. One more time. Take that air in and breathe that air out. Feel better? Me too. Me too. All right, so let me introduce myself. My name is Antoine Hunter. People also know me as PurpleFireCrow. So today we have a very exciting show. Let's see what we have on the agenda. It's Thursday, May 6th, 2021. I'm going to give you my visual description now. I have milk dark chocolate skin from my mama. Beautiful mom at that. Don't forget to tell your mothers Happy Mother's Day. It's coming up soon, right? I'm Black. And I have black dreadlocks, probably about 3 feet long right now. I have a beard, a black bushy beard. I have a shirt on that's gray with the hashtag Deaf Woke on it. I have an undershirt on that's actually from the film Black Panther. Some people have let me know, let me see, I'm reading a little bit. Some people have asked me what's going on with my background. Well, my background is just a red wall, a plain red wall. So, okay. Before I go ahead and start the show, I wanted to introduce all of you to our wonderful team of interpreters. So if the team of interpreters could pop up for a moment. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful group of interpreters here with us today. I wanted to say hello to Jay. Hello, Amber. And hello to Billy as well. We really want to thank you guys. It's an honor to have your services here with us today. So thank you so much for being here. They're beautiful, right? I didn't lie. Okay, so today I got my brother, my friend, in the house today. His name is Francis Phiri. This is his name sign here, the F on the elbow. He is a teacher. He's the founder of a foundation called Give Back to the Community in Zambia. He was born and raised in Lusaka, Zambia, the capital of Zambia. At the age of 12, he became sick with malaria, which caused him to become deaf and slowly lose his hearing. And he became fully deaf at the age of 18. He has had an extreme love for education and finally was provided the opportunity to come to the United States and attended NTID, Rochester Institute of Technology, which is an institute for deaf individuals. Prior to that, he went to a college in California. He learned so much from his experience, his educational journey, that he decided to go back to California and went to Ohlone College, where he was able to complete his studies in deaf studies. He also went to San Francisco University, where he studied liberal arts. And I'm telling you, that brother is brilliant. He also taught at a private school in San Francisco, International Sign Language, or ABC languages, and was presented as a motivational speaker for community organizations. Also for charter schools. He was the founder of an organization called Give Back to the Community in Zambia, and we will definitely show you a little more about that later. It's called GBCZ for short. So now I'm so motivated and really excited to talk to him today. He's also the board of directors for a specific outreach region. He's inspired so many people to reach for their dreams and just go for it. Through his passion and his patience, now he can share that passion in teaching and educating so many other people and understanding the value in education, as well as the importance of communication as well, and the power of human connections in general. This amazing person. Before I invite him on the stage, I wanted to show a brief video just to get you familiar with who this wonderful man is. The interpreter will also be interpreting the film.
Imagine growing up and going to school and not being grew up here in Zambia in a very poor family, the only deaf person that she knew. And now he lives and works in the United States and he teaches sign language. And now he started a nonprofit called Give Back To Community-Zambia, GBCZ. Last week, GBCZ and Zambia Deaf Youth and Women hosted the first Zambian Deaf Leadership Summit, gathering political and grassroots support to build a deaf school, a deaf-friendly hospital, and offer full scholarships to deaf law students. The summit was a huge success in rallying leadership, both deaf and hearing, from social sector and government institutions to support deaf education, interpreter training, job opportunities, and develop Zambian Sign Language. After the summit, we followed Francis and his team for 2 weeks, from one meeting to the next. We met with the district commissioner, a school for the deaf, national universities, the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of People with Disabilities, the Zambian National Deaf Association, and the UN International Labour Organization. And this is only the beginning. So stay tuned as this movement grows, because the second Zambian National Deaf Leadership Summit will be in 2020. Perfect.
Wow. Please welcome Francis. Hello, hello. Come on, come on.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much. Beautiful introduction, my brother. I appreciate it. You're incredible. The work you've been doing. I remember the first time meeting you. You had that black tie. I think it was back in 2009. Man, I saw you, and I was just mesmerized. I was a young little buck. So I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, it's really an honor to have you. You look great. You looking kind of buff there. You been working out? What you been doing?
Remember who teach me to take care of myself? Dancing, nutrition.
No.
I saw you in you were perfect shape, exquisite.
Oh, the flattery. Okay.
And so that was something that was important for me to develop as well. We can perform better. You know, we got to take care of ourselves. You know, church time, that allows us to do more. I mean, thank you for recognizing, but I mean, especially with COVID, it's been hard, but everything's been opening up at the gym. And, you know, I've been waiting to get back. But yes, hopefully I can continue taking care of myself.
Yes, yes. First, again, I just want to say welcome to Deaf Woke. Welcome, welcome. My first question for you, first of all, is how are you?
I'm doing wonderful because I'm breathing today.
Mm-hmm.
And I get the opportunity to share my story. So I'm grateful. You know, not so many people get the opportunity of engaging into a story of their journey. You know, some of our friends are stuck in the hospital. And so I have to recognize that I'm grateful. So to answer your question, I'm grateful. And I'm thrilled in this moment.
Yes, yes. In talking about the first time we met and in you first coming to America, what was life like? First of all, in Zambia, is this the proper sign?
Yep, Zambia.
Got it, okay. What did life look like in Zambia prior to you coming to America as a deaf person? What was your experience?
You know, life as a deaf person in Zambia. Well, first, I would like to welcome. I would like to give myself an introduction. I'm Antoine Francis. This is my name, son. Antoine introduced myself, but I'd like to reintroduce myself. So, living in Zambia as a deaf person, it was, I mean, the hardest. I mean, for me, living in America as a deaf person, my life is drastically different. So, to give that picture, whew, it's incredibly difficult as a deaf person in Zambia. You know, we're seen as incapable. You know, we're seen as people trying to protect us, pity us. There isn't really a system set up for us. here in America, there is an education. People have the capability of becoming educated. And that's the kind of the organization that we built. So life in Zambia as a deaf person is the hardest. There's no SSI, no disability. And so when I came to America, I said, wait, what? The government will pay us just for being deaf? You get nothing in Zambia, nothing. You know, a deaf person living in a developing country like Africa, is much different than living in a country where, like US or Europe, where there's opportunity. So as an American deaf person, you're quite privileged compared to that of members in Zambia. So those who can succeed in Zambia, I take my cap off. And that's something we'll get a little bit more into about the organization in which I developed.
Yeah. So what was your life like in Zambia? What did you do there?
I was a street kid.
Okay.
My parents died when I was young. So yeah, I was born hearing, got ill when I was about age 12. So imagine being a teenage boy, just starting to understand the world. And then in the blink of an eye, everything changes. My world shifted. I felt alone in the world. I had never met a deaf person before. It's quite challenging. You know, everything was different. Trying to watch TV, you know, and so I became an angry kid. And I was in a hearing school, and you know, couldn't receive it, wasn't receptive to anything. I couldn't receive any of the information, and you know, like you had described your mother, you know, she's a beautiful black, brown woman.
My aunt was my hero.
And my aunt, and that's the reason why I'm here. She was my hero. She was really my grounding foundation. I lived with her for some time. She had passed away and so now I had no place to stay. I was homeless, bouncing around. And luckily, I was in a school, an international school that was supportive. But before I got into that school, I was bouncing around. You know, it was just very indigenous.
How did you survive that? Wow.
I was eating off the street,
Wow.
literally taking food, wiping it down, wiping it off. I was in the garbage can, and so if somebody, you know, left, they left a drink on a table, I'd take it.
Mm.
And I was trying to figure it out, but all of that suffering led to the work that I do now. It gave me a fire, you know, being disregarded, you know, being ostracized, you know, it gave me that fire.
Yeah.
It helped me get through. Now, you know, my greatest belief is in God. I believe there's always opportunity, and I believe God protects us. You know, if my parents were alive, you know, they may have just have been very controlling.
I met Frank Lester, who was a deaf man. He lived in in America. I met him in my high school years. Was he in Riverside or Fremont? Fremont.
Thank you for clarifying. Yes, Fremont. Here in Northern California. He was my high school teacher. So he was flexible. He provided opportunity. An opportunity to come to America for an education. So he gave me an opportunity. And so because he gave me something, I want to give back to the world as well. And that's the reason why I developed and founded the organization to give back to Zambia.
That is so cool.
That's a concise summary of my life. So I'm grateful to have given the opportunity and now give back the opportunity.
Yes. So you were signing this sign. What does that mean? Oh, you said heart. Oh, I love that. Very cool. So when you first met Lester, did you know any ASL? How did that work out? How did you actually learn sign language?
Oh, great question.
Or Frank, excuse me.
So I never imagined coming to America. I never imagined that there was deaf people in America. You know, I thought America was it, the sound of everything, and all the advancements of technology. I thought he was the only deaf person. So when I met Frank, I said, he's deaf. I said, wait, what? No, no way. You're lying. You're lying. You're hearing. He said, no, I'm deaf. I'm deaf.
Oh.
I said, no. I couldn't believe it. I was baffled. So Zambia has there's a kind of an influence from American Sign Language.
Okay, interesting. Who's Andrew? Some people don't know who Andrew is, so.
Now, Andrew, my hero, role model. There was one of the questions that was going to be presented. You know, Black deaf community, white deaf community. So it's not a name that's often heard. So Andrew Foster, this is his name sign. He's the first African American to enter Gallaudet University. He came to West Africa on a missionary and founded a school. And he founded one, and that set the motion off for building several more. Unfortunately, he's not with us today. So Isadora, my brother. So we work night and day, man, around the clock with organizations to try to continue Mr. Andrew Foster's dream.
Wow, that's great. So you learned some sign from both of them. That's great. From Andrew, and then you came to the US and now you're teaching sign language. Wow. He was a huge hero. He set up so many different organizations earthwide, or specifically in Africa. So after meeting Frank, coming to America, what did you think of America? Was it completely different?
Oh, hell no. 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 So I came in. So I came in at the wrong time. You know, Obama had president at one. You know, so when I came to America, I was pursuing that American dream.
Mm-hmm.
The picture was different. The reason why. So African Americans who are born here, they're not chasing after the American dream.
Yeah.
It's a different life.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
So I recently got a minor in African studies. And I saw there's so many internal conflicts, even with my own people, whether white deaf or deaf. As a black man born in Africa versus a black man born in America, there are similarities.
Oh, okay.
Most of us are raised by our aunts. And all of our neighbors in Zambia know each other. People know who, for example, people know who Antoine is. People know who you are. And your little neighborhood areas know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So the philosophy is the same. However, the system in Zambia is different. In Zambia, everyone is stuck with limited resources, health declining. In Africa, there's poor education that leads to crime, drugs. In a poor community, how do we get these guns? You have white individuals who own stores in these communities, gun stores. So when I got here, I recognized that the system in America is set up terribly. For me, I was pursuing the American dream of education. My friends in Zambia, we don't have any choices.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember growing up, I'm from Oakland, California. So growing up with the Black Panther Party, in my backyard, basically, there were gang members who had guns all over town. But advocacy groups really banding together to looking for people to support each other. That's what I noticed. Sometimes heroes show up in different areas. For example, Andrew. And some heroes are killed by, various people in the community, unfortunately. I want to try to educate some people. What we were talking about, how some people might be out there selling drugs or, living that street life, but suppose there were no jobs. How do you survive without educational opportunities, right? You can be brilliant, but most jobs are, gotten by white people, right? So the lack of jobs, people have to think, how am I going to make ends meet? What am I going to do? You have to figure it out and just try to survive, right? But people look at those who have chosen that kind of life and call them, they're bad people, but it's really the way the system is set up. They had
no choice.
Exactly. So that's what I want people to understand. Like, oh, we Black people, we use drugs, we out here on the streets. No. We've been extremely oppressed our entire lives. So the street life is what we know for a lot of people. It's just about survival. So providing them with good jobs, that idea is like, we don't need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that form of oppression is clear. Instead of, we need education. We need things that are inspiring, that can help uplift us.
No, that's right.
Lead us to having our dreams grow and become greater things. So coming into America, I saw a few really great schools that you've attended, right?
Right.
Okay, so Ohlone.
Ohlone was one of the best schools. It taught me my fundamental English skills that I got today. I also went to NTID, that's held at RT. I went there for 2 years. Ultimately, I graduated and got my AA in ASL studies.
Okay.
In transferring, in language access.
Okay, great.
What I do is I apply my master's in family marriage therapy. And why is that? Because what I've noticed is that there's so many Black deaf families, especially within the U.S. They don't have the resources or the opportunity to get therapy or counseling, with an ASL specialist. And I want to be that. And that's what I went to grad school for. So I'm very excited about that opportunity and where that's going to take me. But trust, I love learning.
Nice. Obviously, you love learning based on that track record. So becoming a Black deaf family therapist, I mean, that is beyond rare.
I hope so. There's gonna be a few other opportunities available, but based on my connections, my feedback that I've gotten from a lot of people, folks, my peoples, whether it's from the East Coast or even as far as Washington State, that's what I found, and even you in the audience, if you have Black deaf, family, or you are that, contact me, right? Because I want to build this network of people we can trust. And trust in the process,
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And each one teach one, each one reach one. Of course, I'm about learning more, but that's what therapy is about. It's about learning, that introspective analysis, right? So, I thought I'd major in that to substantiate my quest and my passion to build the Black deaf family.
Yes, that brings me to a point. Talking about family, a lot of people don't realize that you've started a business, an opportunity for yourself. In creating a business, you're creating other opportunities for other people. So your business, what is it?
GBCZ.
Okay. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Absolutely. That means Give Back to Community-Zambia. In short. I'll expand on that a little bit more, but I want to answer a few more questions.
No, do it now, because You're creating opportunities. I mean, what is it all about? What is Give Back Community-Zambia all
I
about?
got you. I got you. Appreciate that. Well, GBCZ is ultimately rooted in the vision based on the life that I've come up. Because as a child, I didn't see any support, infrastructure, services for me. As you know, I grew up on the rough side of the mountain, and that shining light is be able to see children who are in the dark. Because
Yeah.
I used to be in the dark, reaching out my hand, right? That someone would please help me. I needed something, right? My screams were unheard of. People didn't address that, you know.
Yeah.
I would just really be trying to reach out for help, for something, a bite to eat, an opportunity. And I seen that prevalent all throughout Zambia. It wasn't just, me being young and deaf or Black, but all throughout Zambia, I seen that. And so what I wanted to do is create an initiative through an organization that we can empower each other through support, through development, through education. To give you a better picture, our educational infrastructure, our system is not the best. As such, education itself throughout Zambia, the government does, make an earnest attempt, and try to recognize the needs within the deaf community. But for those at the top who make the decisions, they are clueless about the needs of the deaf community. So what I want to do is build that bridge, and that's what my organization does. We want to convince the higher ups, uh, especially government representatives and officials, lawmakers, right? University professors, deans of such. Engage with them on how to establish a system of programs, services, develop, integrated curriculum. We are already in the process of doing such, but we want to provide that for the deaf and hard of hearing community in Zambia. That is how we empower one another. So if people want to become teachers for the deaf and hard of hearing, there's already a curriculum established that we can systematically teach people how to teach the people that I represent. And this is how, because often, when you go to a school for the deaf, the teachers have no knowledge of sign language. How are you going to teach us? You don't even know how to sign. Well, what if some of these teachers, of course, are hired because they have a special education, certificate, but that's for like blind people and other, even unknown disabilities or, unforeseen disabilities or physically disabled. And they're told, hey, you can teach at school for the deaf, but they don't know sign language. Go figure. The irony of such. We need to improve the curriculum. That includes us. So I think taking that systematic approach, from an advocacy perspective, is imperative to our civic engagement. It strengthens and emboldens our culture, right? Because we want to believe that we can, and we know that we will. So in providing that type of research is not only imperative, but in process. We want to expand the school system from K to 12. That also includes dorms, on-site hospitals.
Wow.
Yeah, a full board. Full room and board in addition. Because look, one unique thing about COVID and what that has done, I remember when I was young, for those who experience COVID today, it reminded me of the tough times I went through. I grabbed about 10 children to take care of them. We're supporting them through these, trivial times, provided them, food, shelter, all that.
Wow.
But they didn't have a dorm to stay in. We asked the government, hey, can you please provide us some land so we can expand the school and add dormitories? The school was big in and of itself, respectively so. But we needed something stronger, something bigger that we can be a part of. And so that's what the board has been doing actively. Another part, GBZC, is that we've partnered with the local community. We partnered with what we created was sister schools, right? So
Wow.
every year we have those staff come over, those high school students who come over, and they volunteer for a myriad of nice responsibilities that they can handle. Whether they're collecting items for our children, collecting clothes, preparing that for our children, electronics that they compile. That's even mid condition. We have our volunteer corps organized such. So next year when we get back, because of course we're dealing with COVID, it's pretty tough. So we didn't get all that we had hoped for or budgeted for. But I'm still excited and just as vigorous about this mission. So that's all inclusive, in a nutshell. If you want to learn more about what we're doing, you can contact us at our website, and you can get all of the details.
That's wonderful. Really, really incredible. Such a great opportunity that you've created, such a great team, and trying to spread this dream as far as you can, creating opportunities for the next generation. So hats off to you.
We are creating tomorrow's leaders today.
Absolutely. We'll become older and we'll be looking at the younger generation taking care of us, right? So we got to teach them. Yeah, so we have to teach them to take care of themselves and your country as well. So I'm really touched by this. I've been to Africa a couple of times, but I haven't met any deaf there, unfortunately. So hopefully,
if you don't hurry up and come to Zambia.
I'm working on that. Yeah, and hopefully we'll be able to work together. I mean, it seems like you're not slowing down, and me as a Black American here, I feel the frustrations and the issues that are going on within our community. Almost feeling like I want to give up, but looking at you haven't given up. Have you?
Yeah.
Any pressures or frustrated feelings where you felt like, you know what, I want to give up? What has kept you going in those instances where you felt like possibly giving up?
Well, what keeps me going, Antoine? My brother. I don't know the word can't.
There it is.
The more doubt I see, the more fire that leads to my drive from my people.
Same as me. Same as me.
Because look. I have no other way to prove to them that I can lead. I am here to make the change and be the change we need to see. And trying to convince my country, they weren't hearing me at first. And somehow that bolsters this farce that hearing people are somehow inherently smarter than us. They assume that. I mean, no offense, but you know how it is. You know what I'm talking about? You know how they see us, right? So, with regards to that, that drives me to keep going every day when I wake up. I want to make this world a better place and keep a smile on my face, right? For every young brother and sister coming up behind us, every little bit counts. I don't get complacent in my work. And one thing that is important for me and that I've learned is I never take it personal. Okay? So sometimes we're fundraising. Sometimes my friends, they just don't get it. I just don't take it personal. Any setback, is just a setup for something better. I try to give it an altruistic view on how I approach this type of line of work. The struggle is real. However, not doing anything about it is more real. So I want to encourage my people to make it. I want that they can not only believe in themselves, but bet on themselves. Yes. We do that through education, but we can't make it individual. We must do this together. But I want people to see it from the other side, especially the higher ups.
Yeah, it's a tango. We've got to do it together. Right?
You know how it is. It's the art of the deal, right? It's like when you're dancing with people with two left feet. You're like, oh my God. But you try to learn how they learn. And that way, that's how you have a symphony. That's how you have a cute little dance together. So, artfully speaking, that's the concept I'm trying to imply on my peoples. It's not that you're not going to struggle. It's how we rebound. And I'm thankful for those lessons that we learned along the way and being able to empower one another. So I never take it for those who don't support the work that we do. It's all love.
Yeah. I saw Andrew. I see Andrew's fire in you, I should say. I can see you blowing up little fires all around you. So that's incredible. And you're planting fire in all those that you inspire through your work. So you're such a great role model. I mean, I truly see you as such, as definitely a role model for so many people learning in what you're doing. So it's an honor to see you come to our stage and share your story, because I know so many people all over the world just don't know, haven't heard of you or haven't heard your story. Which brings me now for us to play a little game. It is called Name Those People.
Okay.
It's easy. It's pretty easy. So basically, I'll describe the person and then you'll just tell me who they are. You'll see the picture description first, and then you go ahead and take your guess. This is a picture of an African-American male who appears in his black, thin, low-cut haircut, standing to look so happy with his arms swung. He's wearing a full gray suit, a silver jacket to match his pants. Who is this individual?
Is that Isidore? I have to believe it's Isidore Ayangoro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call that my brother from another mother. Okay. I think I've worked with him off and on for a while. That is a very close compadre of mine. He's definitely continued the spirit of Andrew Foster. He's helped me establish my organization, True Trust and Belief. And there are many people who've gotten into college and universities based on his letter of recommendation, his support. So my hat goes off to him.
Wow. So Isidore Yongabo, he's now the president, right, of that, and a Black advocate for that particular organization, right?
National Black Deaf Advocate.
He founded the International Deaf Education Advocacy and Leadership, and he continues to educate children all over the world. So that's really great.
Okay.
Next.
Okay. I know this. I know this one. That's Ashley, right?
Yes. Let me give her description. So she is an African-American female, Afro. She had hearings on. Who is she?
That's Ashley.
Yes. She's from Compton.
Oh, I spelled her first name wrong. Ashlea. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. She's in acting. She's a speaker as well. She's done a lot.
Yeah, she's incredible.
All right, now who is this guy? His visual description is African-American male, a black low-cut haircut, wearing a black goatee beard, long sleeve sweater, gray and blue.
Actor. Yeah, he's the actor from Get Out.
Yes.
I can't remember his first name. Daniel. Daniel, yes.
Yes. He's from the UK. Very well-known Black actor. But yeah, you're right. He was in the movie Get Out in 17 or 18. He just won an Oscar at the 2021 Oscars, and he gave a speech, very heartfelt speech.
It's about Black Panther.
Oh, and he's also from Black Panther. Have you seen that? This next woman, her image description is she's an African-American woman, stands with her arms folding, smiling to the camera. She has dreads and has her arms folded in a gray coat. Who is this woman?
I will tell you a little bit about her work. I unfortunately don't know her name. I think it has she's at Gallaudet University. She's a professor.
Yes.
She often facilitates incredible or facilitates conflicts. She's an incredible person. She's a very prominent figure at Gallaudet University.
Yes.
Oh, not DK. Yeah, okay.
Dr. Khadija Kubi Rashid, native of Nigeria in Africa, first deaf person among 13 outstanding men and women appointed to be named White House Fellow. She's the chair of the Department of Business Administration and a member of faculty at Gallaudet. So yeah. And then the next person, African-American male, black turtleneck with a black suit jacket. Who is this guy?
Yeah, Tyler Perry.
There you go, Tyler Perry. Yes. He's from New Orleans. He's an actor, a director, a writer, etc. Very well known. And then our next person up, African-American female, black curly short medium hair. She's wearing a no-sleeved white, blue, and red blouse. Who is this?
Wakanda. Wakanda forever.
Yes. Letitia Wright. Amazing, amazing actress. She lives currently in the UK, but she's from Guyana. She's been in various films, but like you said, Black Panther is her most renowned film.
Yes, we need her for our community.
Okay, who is this next guy? African-American guy sitting with his arms on his legs, short haircut, wearing dark colored clothing.
Ah, man, I feel you joshing me. Come on now, it's Will Smith.
Yes.
He's one of my favorite people.
Oh, one of your favorite actors, huh?
Yes. Oh. I mean, who doesn't know who Will Smith is? I mean, yeah, he's obviously known for his acting, but he's incredibly involved in the community since at a young age. He's made an incredible, profound change to our community. He's an incredible, profound voice of our community.
Yeah, he's a great actor for sure. A lot of people know him from Prince of Bel-Air, the family show. He was the bad guy, right?
Yeah, 80s, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, who is this? African-American female, appears with full wave, long, short brown hair. She has a gray smoky leather jacket on with the blue and white star-spotted ruffle. Who is this?
She's a decked actress in several movies. I think it's Natasha. Or Nikki. I got two names. She's She's an incredibly deaf young woman. She tries to empower our youth, specifically our deaf youth. I applaud her for her activities. Oh, Natasha! Oh,
Yes, that's it. She lives in Los Angeles.
yes, I love her work.
Mhm.
Yep, she's here. Yep.
Yes, she's a writer, an actress, fashion designer, really amazing person. She actually was just in a video game, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. They wrote sign language in the script, so that was great. This next picture is an African-American man sitting on a desk at the edge with his hands folded. He's wearing a suit and a red and blue striped tie. Who is this?
Oh, I'm gonna.
Yes, okay, let's go. Let's see who it is. Dr. Isaac.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm embarrassed. I recognize his face.
Yes, he was under the tutelage of Andrew. Yes. He is the leader of the Black deaf community. He's a dean under the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Very, very great man.
Yeah, but we need to really engage in our leaders.
Away. Next up, a picture of an African-American female, black and white photo. She has a visible scarf around her head and a black hat. What else? Her right hand is up with her finger and a flat squared metal ring on her left hand. Who is this?
I have no idea.
Okay, Fatima Robinson. She is a native of Little Rock, Arkansas. She was Entertainment Weekly's 100 Most Creative People in Entertainment as a choreographer. She's a really amazing person. I researched her, so. Okay, so our last person, who is this? This is a picture of an African-American male. He appears in black, short afro haircut, wearing a pair of black thick frame glasses with a goatee. And a button-up coat. His hands are crossed and fingers are interlocked. And he's looking at the camera directly. So who is this?
So I'll describe who he is. I can't remember his name. I think he was in several different shows. Can't remember the specific show he's in.
Yes, Billy Porter. Billy Porter. He's an actor, a singer, fashion icon, really amazing person. He was in Times Magazine, 100 Most Influential People of 2020. So amazing, amazing singer. And now, okay, sorry, this is the last one. If you get it wrong, I'm sorry for you. I'm just kidding. African-American female, short, low-cut hair, twisted hairstyle with a pair of brown frame eyeglasses and a pair of 2 earrings on her left ear, smiling at the camera. She's wearing a Gallaudet logo black long sleeve shirt. Who is this?
Yeah, this is Victoria Moore. Yeah, she's the new Lauren Sims. She just recently graduated from Gallaudet University.
There it is. Right. Victoria Monroe or Minor. She's a native of Arcola in Mississippi. She's the chief executive officer of Monroe Pedagogy Company. And in over 15 years of her experience in deaf education with transformative pedagogy approach, she brings a health of knowledge in equity, diversity, and inclusion in ASL and in English. So she has accomplished quite a bit. She is a part of the deaf education program and organizes organizations, etc. She has a PhD, excuse me, in deaf education. So wow, wow, wow.
Go get it. We need more and more of people like her.
Yes, yes, yes. Time is almost run out, but let me see. Some people say that that woman reminds them of
Lauren Sims. Reminds me of Lauren Sims.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, I personally feel like her work, her energy, her vibe, there's definitely a correlation. She's extremely strong and profound and immersed into the education.
Yes.
And she's just building a way for our new generation.
Now this is the audience's turn to ask Francis anything you'd like. So go right ahead and type in your questions in the chat. We'll go ahead and answer some. So while people are typing and chatting a little bit, I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite American sign and what is your favorite Zambian sign?
This is a Zambian sign. Like cha. Some big, thick, some American sign. Like ah. Like ah.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Like that. Got it.
Or this sign.
So the question here is, how has Black Lives Matter movement impacted you, us, and people?
So how has Black Lives Matter impacted us? You know, Black Lives Matter. I hope this continues reminding people that can understand and engage with our struggle. This is not new, man. This is old. This is a broken record.
Right.
But I think hopefully people are now recognizing the issues. So it requires all of us to recognize, take a moment. But I mean, the issue is like always, it's the systematic element. It's a very complicated situation. To disnown a system, we're on a long. We're on a long road, but we can do it.
Yeah, I always say, Martin Luther King would say, "Fly like a bird, fly with the birds, swim with the fish." It's time for us, brothers and sisters, to work together to dismantle the system that we see that's full of injustice, whether people agree or disagree. I mean, what do you think about that?
I mean, with MLK's passing, with his death, do you think his philosophy lives on?
Well, come on, expand on that.
They're still killing us today.
Yeah.
For no reason. I mean, every day the news, it's an issue. It happens every day. Trying to preach peace. You could try. Honestly, there's no safe place for any black man in America. How can we get the cops to trust us? What, is there a car that I have to wear? It's the type of car, trouble is everywhere. There's nowhere I feel safe. I think this Black Lives Matter movement needs to continue. Hopefully to fix the system.
Yeah. So the next question was, I always wondered, what does it really mean, American dream, for Black deaf people?
I lived on the street. I was homeless. No food, no water. I thought my dream was one day, could I, have some tea? Could I eat? And when I wake up and simple things, the American dream is an attitude. The American dream led me to where I am today. It was the seed of the education in which I'm trying to implement.
Mm-hmm.
To try to give something to communities in which I never had. A shelter, food. That's why it's complicated, this concept of the American dream. So I guess the American dream it's situational.
Yeah. Well, plus
Yes.
with sign
What
language.
about language accessibility? No longer being deprived of our language. And when I got into college, I was offered 2 interpreters. I said, whoa, I can't afford all of this. I was like, wait. And they said, no, don't worry, the school pays for it. I said, whoa, what? I said, oh, I never, that's interesting, right? I never dreamed of having 2 interpreters. Now now the American dream is different. It's grown. Look, there's multiple interpreters here today.
Yes. The next question, what was your experience at RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology?
In TID, I went mostly to in TID rather than RIT.
Okay, can you give us some more insight on NTID?
It's a national institution. I think, is it National
Institute of the Deaf?
Yes, National Institution of the Deaf.
Okay, go ahead.
No, there was pros and cons. What I found, though, was the system was not built for Black POCs to succeed the same way as our white counterparts. Now, obviously, I've seen some systems that are not just. Now, this is obviously clear in America, but there at RITs, it's not set up the right way to ensure that Black, deaf, hard of hearing, that can have that equity. So that's why at that time it was quite a challenge for me to continue. So I had one experience where I went into a basic class, rudimentary rheumatoid class. It was, and because I took a proficiency test, they identified me as entering a lower class. Now, those are a few negative stories, but I mean, I have hundreds of wonderful experiences. You know, I had the opportunity of meeting other deaf and hard of hearing individuals. You know, I had different language variations. So, I mean, the campus is beautiful. I mean, it's nice when you have a backing of the government, you know. So there's some good and some bad.
Okay. Next question. What inspires you the most?
What inspires me the most, huh? What's really people? Nolan?
Oh, Nelson Mandela. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, this is his sign name. It's the president of the South Africa. He fought for freedom. Now I'm continuing to be inspired by people of like Andrew Foster. My inspiration continues.
Great. Do you have any, have you ever
Yes, of course.
I'm
going back to summer. Yeah, I'm going back to this summer. I got to go back and fix my house. I got to keep an eye on the school, see how the construction's going. Yes, of course. Every year. I miss the native food. Yes, the culture.
Okay. So any other questions from the audience? I think that was it. This is your last chance to go ahead and ask Francis any questions. Last chance. Looks like, let's see, do we have any more questions? What did you want to be when you were growing up? Did you ever think you would be doing what you're doing now with your organization? And what are the new goals for your organization?
I love that question. You know, when I was growing up, I wanted to become a reporter or a politician. But I mean, unfortunately, didn't have the funds to dream that big. I'm a father. We had a very makeshift TV. And I saw the reporter on there, all stylish. And then I saw the politician up there. So I was like, oh, you know, I'll kind of follow those footsteps. But as I aged and I studied, my vision changed. So now, I mean, my vision has kind of manifested in becoming maybe a politician for the country, just a leader. Now, what's interesting is that as I was a child and I was manifesting this different, you know, childish things, they've have a very interesting connection. And now it's, you know, it's about building schools, organizations, infrastructures. Because we need the same support as everyone else.
Wow. I've learned so much. I'm sure our audience has too. You've shared so much about your personal life and your business endeavors, your deaf woke experience, opening up and sharing that with us. It's really, truly inspiring. We're so grateful, and we hope that you continue for you and your family to continue that fire, as well as honoring some family members that have passed, but seeing how you're carrying their legacy on is great. Especially with regards to children, seeing that impact is huge. And the impact and the various things you experienced as a child, seeing where you are now. If you have any last burning things that you want to share, what would be any last things that you would want to make sure the world knew?
The quote that I get from Zana and you: dance like there is no tomorrow. I give my hats off to Zana for that quote. So I'm plagiarizing that. So I'm going to take a little bit and twist it. Live like there's no tomorrow. So cherish every moment, every opportunity that you have air in your lungs. We take for granted that life is short. Like you, be grateful for the little things. So live like there's no tomorrow. Dance like there's no tomorrow. I got that from Zana.
Yeah, he's talking about Zana Simon. Wonderful, wonderful person. She's my assistant director, one of my favorite assistance directors. But Francis, thank you so much. Your spirit coming today, like I said, not very many people knew about what you're doing. So thank you for sharing. Those people who are tuned in and listening tonight, or somewhere in the world, if they want to learn more about you and how you inspire others and your organization, perhaps even how they can support financially, maybe there's merchandise they can buy. I don't know.
Yeah, volunteer, yeah. Come to the website.
The website is www.gbczambia.org. There you can find Francis's Facebook information or additional social media information. All information is right there on that website. The point is, you as an audience and viewers, you need to check out the website to get further information. Again, thank you so much, Francis, for coming today. It's a huge honor, really, really huge honor. I'm so grateful for you for coming on Deaf Woke today.
This is an incredible platform. I'm honored to be here. Together with you, me, the community, anything is possible.
Absolutely.
Come on, you're welcome to volunteer.
I look forward to it. Going to Africa, I'm ready for it. I want to see those deaf children.
Yeah. You know, we're preparing now for the summit for the deaf hard of hearing leaders.
Nice. I really appreciated the video that you showed in the beginning, and it was showing kind of you dancing with the kids and signing. So that was nice.
Yeah, I do that all the time, man. I show my friends. I'm like, come on, man, come on, follow in, and they love it. They love it. So thank you for that.
Yes.
They need to know who the deaf artists are. Give them vision. So that, you know, they don't get that synthetic. They can see the real thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, again, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope to see you again.
I love you, my brother.
Much love.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Wow. That was Francis. What do you guys think of him? Pretty amazing, right? Sharing his story, truly moving. Now I just want to share my final thoughts. Being born in Africa, Francis's story, his parents passing away, his aunt giving him love and support to continue on, pushing him. Even though his aunt passed away, he still had an internal fire. The blessing of that fire was always around him. And that fire is in all of us. We have to ask ourselves, what are we going to do with that fire? To live. We'll never know who we're going to meet. Sweet people like Frank, who gave him his opportunity to move to America. Frank had his story. Francis had his story, and their fires became alive and intertwined in education, in communication. That fire and that burning is an ability to change the world and help improve things. You may feel like you're in a dark space and that fire is dimming, but Francis never gave up. The fire in you, likewise, is something that will not give up. Keep fighting. Decide for yourself to move forward, to pursue those dreams. Catch your breath, take a moment, and then get out there. Get out there and live. Be who you are. Be who you are in this world. You never know who you can inspire. It can save your life, and it can save others' lives too. After you get that blessing, I hope that you give back to your community. Give back to the village that helped you, same as Francis said. It takes a village to raise a child. Similar African philosophy. We need to come together as a village to survive and live, to keep our history, to keep our language, to keep our art, to keep our faith and our hope and our dreams. My heart is full. I want to thank you so much for watching. It's always an honor. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, the beautiful team of interpreters. Happy International Interpreter Day for the interpreters out there. Thank you to the audience for watching. Thank you, HowlRound. Thank you, Drop Labs. And again, thank you all for watching. Where are the likes? Where are the hearts? I want to see them. I want to see them. Let me see some more. Let me see some more. Click those hearts, click those likes. If you'd like to donate, please visit the website, www.realurbanjazzdance.com. Those donations help keep this show going, as well as support the work of some of our guests, like Francis. Again, stop Asian hate. We can't forget that. We do need to work together. Where are the hearts? Where are the likes? I'm looking. Where are they? All right, everyone. Again, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Peace and love. You know, I think I might.